Assalamu alaikum, lovies. This is Mariam Alima with another episode of What Do You Know About Islam? This podcast is impromptu. Of course, I was going to come with some. I have another topic that I'm going to speak on later on, but this came about because of something that just happened. We just had a beautiful message delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I mean, such a great word that he gave. That things will get worse in the near future. That I do understand. It was still a comforting word. That's not what I came to talk about. After leaving the mosque and on my way to go drop one of my dear sisters off, we ran into, when getting off of the highway exit, there was a black police officer. So there's this new wave, which is a great. I'm not mad at the wave. The wave is great. There's a new wave of young entrepreneurs, street hustlers out here selling water on at the corner of the highway or what may have you. Great. They're not out here slanging crack. Anything else? They're out here, slanging some waters, some Powerades. That's great. Now, of course, you have people that will call the police and say they don't have a permit. Da, 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 da. Never have I seen since for this year and some change that I've been out here in Atlanta that I saw someone actually get their stuff confiscated. And this young black police officer was confiscating the cooler of these two young black boys. And I thought it was maybe an accident at the end of the exit. Like what is it? Like, why are we backed up? We were backed up because he stopped at the end of the exit to take their cooler of water. And it was just, once we realized what was happening, I was like, are you serious? Like, these young men were probably like 13, 14 years old. And I'm just sitting, and I'm just like, I wanted to jump out of my car, but I had my daughter and this other sister with me. But I'm just like, and then I mess around and get locked up myself. But, no fear. I still, Halak kept me in the car, and for good reason. But I wanted to get out of, I kind of swerved out of the line because, it's just one lane. I swerved out of the line to really get a good look because I wanted him to see me looking at him like, bro, for real? Because I rolled down my window and I was about to yell something. I was like, but for some reason, Allah was like, no, Mariam, not the time. But it was just so disheartening to see that their opposition was a brother that looked like him. Like, do you know what that does to that young black boy's psyche? Like, because you're a bafilti, because you're a coon, because you're a hypocrite, that you want to go help the white devil with some bull crap laws about that they can't sell water on the side of a street corner. When, like, really? You would rather them out here pickpocketing, running up in people's cars, running up in people's houses, doing illegal stuff, rather than trying to do something that's productive. Like literally trying to be productive on this Sunday. I'm so infuriated by it. But that's okay because I know everything is going to be all right, because as a believer, I submit my will to the will of Allah and I rely on Allah. And I know that Allah said that everything is going to be better in time. But we do have to realize the detriment that these hypocrites and conspirators, white conspirators, the detriment that they cause. I did a play a few years back. It was the Harriet Tubman play. Now, I really enjoyed my time with this theater company, but when doing the Harriet Tubman play, they had, and I'm not even sure if this happened in real life. You can research it yourself. I didn't have time. I have it. But in the adaptation that we did, the writer wrote that they had, when Harriet was getting taken off of the train by the conductor, Yeah, the white conductor, because she was now done with her mission of going back and getting our brothers and sisters out of servitude. Um, she was on her way back north, I want to say, and this white conductor did not want to allow her to ride on the train. So he was kicking her off the train, and then he employed the only other black man on the train to help him take her off of the train. Now, I'm not sure if this happened in real life. Again, this happened. This is how it was written in the play that I was in. And I was like, no, actually, it wasn't. Because the show that I did, okay, so the theater company that I worked for, they have a different number. They have, 5 casts out doing different shows at one time. It just so happened for that Harriet Tubman show, they had 2 different casts doing the same show. Our cast didn't do that. Our cast did not have the only other black person and the only other black man in the play help the white man take Harriet off of the train. But we went out to support and watch the other cast show one day. And so me and the other 3 black castmates, it was 5 people. So it was me, I played the sister Mary, Harriet, and then the person that we played many different characters. You play about 3 or 4 characters in the show. But anyhow, 3 black people, we were watching. And when we see that this adaptation of the same show that we're doing at the same time is out there going out to elementary schools and having the only other black male, the only black male that's in the show, take Harriet off of the train because of the white man told him to, I was so enraged. I said, what is this? And I was pissed at the cast members for not saying something, because I wouldn't have done that. I would have said, we can't put this, we don't have to do this show like this. Because it's like, oh, they'll have the character written out as man 1 or what may have you. So like man 1 and man 2. So it says in the script, man 2 is supposed to help. Not when that man 2 is a black man and we're about to go to all these schools with black children and have them saying that a white man has now told a black brother to help him take the sister that's out here helping free her people, for him to help kick her off of the train. Like, y'all consented to doing that? I was like, if these ain't some fools, I mean, like, God, really? All you had to do, I would have said, I cannot portray this in this light. We can do this show without it. And guess what? It could be done without it, because my cast did it without doing that. We just had the white conductor do it himself. Go have the other black man take her off the train. I said it. I mean, livid. Young black minds seeing that, taking that in, like the evilness of it. I trust no one. I don't care how, oh gosh, the devil is dubious. Okay. And matter of fact, on that note, because I'm going to read out of Message to the Black Man today, Fall of America, and the Holy Quran today, to touch on all of this and to give further credence on how important it is to realize that the hypocrites will burn in the fire with the devil. So I'm going to read on the hypocrites, page 255, out of Message to the Black Man. A hypocrite, regardless to where he appears or regardless to what organization he may be a member of, whether a governmental hypocrite, an industrial hypocrite, a business, or a religious hypocrite, is the most unwanted and hated of all people concerned. They are also the most hated by God. They are double crossers. They come in claiming belief and then go out disbelieving. Now, why is this black officer a hypocrite? This black officer is a hypocrite because America is a hypocrite. You have now pledged your allegiance to do the work for. You're supposed to be a public servant. What service did you just do? You just did an injustice, a disservice to your own black community. Inshallah, having to drive past these brothers, one of the brothers was just so, I mean, I could feel his hurt. And I'm just like, I know that Allah will put something in his way to help save him from any backfall that might have potentially brought forth within his spiritual, or, you know, the kinship for his next brother. Like, your brother, your big brother came and took your livelihood, your honest livelihood. I don't want to get into semantics of what's legal and what's not legal, because slavery was once legal. So for you to say like, oh, well, they didn't have a permit. F a permit. What is a permit? A permit to sell some water? Water is free. It's all over the world. You got water inside of you. What was 75, 70? How much percent water are we? Really? Hypocrite. I skip down to the bottom. In section 16, entitled "The Hypocrites Are Dishonest," the Muslims are warned not to try to defend them or contend in behalf of those who act unfaithfully to their souls. Surely Allah loves not him who is treacherous, sinful. It's a sinful thing to align yourself with the devil. Do not align yourself with the man that is trying to. That leads me to the Quran. And this is from Surah, and that's what I was actually reading at the Fajr this morning. And alhamdulillah, that it is so spot on for what I'm speaking of right now. This is Surah 10, Ayat 71. And recite to them. This is from Noah and Moses. Actually, I apologize. This is Surah 10, Ayah 83, end of opposition to Moses. But on account of the fear of Pharaoh and their chiefs persecuting them, none believed in Moses except a few of his people. And Pharaoh was truly high-handed in the land, and surely he was extravagant. And Moses said, "O my people, if you believe in Allah, then rely on him if you submit to him." They said, "On Allah we rely. Our Lord, make us not a trial for the unjust people, and deliver us by thy mercy from the disbelieving people." And we revealed to Moses and his brother, "Take for your people houses to abide in Egypt, and make your houses places of worship, and keep up prayer, and give good news to the believers." And Moses said, "Our Lord, surely thou hast given Pharaoh and his chiefs finery and riches in this world's life, our Lord, that they may lead people astray from thy way. Our Lord, destroy their riches and harden their hearts, so that they believe not till they see the painful chastisement." He said, "Your prayer is accepted. So continue in the right way and follow not the path of those who know not." And we brought the children of Israel across the sea. Then Pharaoh and his host followed them for oppression and tyranny, till when drowning overtook him, he said, "I believe that there is no God but he, in whom the children of Israel believe, and I am those who submit." What? Now? And indeed before this thou didst disobey, and thou wast of the mischief makers. But this day we shall save thee in the body, that thou mayest be assigned to those after thee. And surely most of the people are heedless of our signs. My God. Be you Christian, Muslim, agnostic, atheist, everybody now heard the story of Moses and Pharaoh. It's true. And it's also a prophecy of what is happening now. You want to align yourself with the devil. You want to align yourself with this tyrant of America. For what? Because he got trinkets, nigga biscuits? Excuse my French. Because he got a little bit of change? You're going to have to change yourself. You're going to have to, you got to let that go. Oh, it's just so, it's crazy. Because it's funny, because once the devil, like Pharaoh, succeeds to the power of Allah and say, "Oh, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah," you won't have all of these hypocrites then trying to bear witness when they did nothing but do the work of the devil. And I mean, Allah is off forgiving, off returning, and off merciful. But do know he is off requiting and will be handing out those recompenses. Oh, he's a just God. So don't think that you're gonna be out here doing the work of the devil, and then when you see the devil switch sides, that you think that you're gonna be able to switch sides too and be like, oh my bad, I didn't realize that was the devil. No, you know that's the devil. You are well aware that you are not doing the work of God, that you are not doing just things. Please believe your time is near. It is nigh. The last thing I'm going to read out of is Self First from Fall of America. Self first. We, the Black people in America, do not think for self first. Failing to think for self first is the greatest mistake we, the poor Black people who are up from servitude, slavery of our fathers, can make. But for the slave master's children, our failure to think for self first is wiser than anything their fathers could hardly dream of in their day and time. Self first. In over 100 years, we, the Black people, have not learned to think for self first. This is due to the fact that we try to think something for the benefit of the slave master, something to make him smile and at the freed Black slave. Trying to win the love of the white slave master has been the Black people's greatest mistake. Now it has become our gravest mistake. To have love for them, the white race, means the fire of hell that God has heated is being heated up for both you who love the devil and the devil too. So don't think that anybody, be you a politician, a race soldier of the same race that you are trying to take down, Black people, because you're trying to win their love, that you're going to be successful. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be successful. It is written and it's been proven many a time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can go ahead and calm my nerves. But I send this out to all of those, if it reaches a hypocrite's ear, inshallah, you wake up and realize your wrongs before it's too late. Because don't think that at the end of the hour that you're going to have that opportunity. I pray that you don't, because you have caused so much loss. It's too much loss. What did the Houthis do? When they realized they had to get the Bafiote up out of there before they got the white dude out of there. They had to get the Black conspirators that's loving up on white daddy. They said, oh, these white, because you know what? Whiteness, white supremacy, and Blackness, it is a mindset. So it does not matter if you are Black and beautiful as tar. If your mindset is of a white supremacist, then you are now a white supremacist, just in Black skin. So to my white brothers and sisters out there who have heard the truth and have accepted the truth, if you have the mindset that you know that white supremacy is evil and is bad for all people of the earth, but you have now taken on the mindset of equality and true justice for all, then you are a brother, you are a sister, and we accept you. So continue to do the work. I pray that Allah gives us all light and understanding in these times that are nigh, and that we may be successful. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.